Hello, beautiful souls. I guess that I am live, although I'm having a difficulty time understanding if this is actually working. So just understand that this is a bit of a test run. Oh, it shows that it is indeed working. I have such significant lag here that I am actually not going to probably be able to respond in. It says that my Wi-Fi is going slow. It's a 2-second delay. I don't know how to change that. That's interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn as I do this. Yeah, so I want to do energy healing for all signs. So I'm just going to stay really focused. And we are going to do really quick energy guidance for every astrological sign. Something I decided to step into right now live. Apologize that I can't see comments coming in because it says my bit rate is out of recommendation for Facebook. Okay. And I'm also streaming live on YouTube. So I'm just going to keep going, and we are going to start with Aries. I'm going to figure out what's going on with Aries. So if you allow me to just step into the energy of the Aries, which is such a fire sign, it's a great way to start off talking about energy healing and what Aries need to understand and be aware of. So the other thing I'm going to do just to make sure that I don't skip any of the astrological signs is I'm just pulling up the chart right here so I can make sure I go through this. Okay, beautiful. So one of the things that I just want to start to channel, and let me just listen a little bit, and let me just step into what my spirit guides are asking for me to share with you, is that Aries need to be mindful of monitoring their energy for the month of June. The month of June is really the opening up of summer. We are getting ready to make a seasonal shift from spring into summer. And with that, Aries need to make sure that they monitor and they self-pace so that they don't burn out. So if you're an Aries that has been dealing with a lot of intense career or financial responsibilities, one of the things that you need to focus on is making sure that you are choosing to pace yourself. So don't go into the cycle of high production and then feeling that energetic collapse. Make sure that you can choose to monitor your energy in a more balanced way, which is not always the pathway or the intuitive pathway for Aries. The other thing that I want to say for Aries that's starting to come up for any collective Aries is that there could also be those imbalances with gut issues, because if you are constantly burning bright, then burning bright like this is going to impact your ability to ease yourself through. It's like you don't slow down to literally have a bite is a way of putting it. And right now I'm just double checking Facebook to see if this is actually broadcasting live, because I just definitely want to make sure I'm not wasting my energy. Okay, super good. Hey, I see you. What's up? Hello, beautiful souls that are joining me on the Facebook or Zoom call. So let me keep going. Okay, and I'm going to do this pretty short so we can get through all of the signs in a very timely manner. But for Aries, I want you to be mindful of your stomach and actually being able to make sure that you digest every single bite. So particularly when it comes to sitting down, having a proper meal, disconnecting from your phone and digital devices. So very specifically, Aries, don't eat and work at the same time. You need to focus on choosing to actually slow down, have that separation of sitting down and having a meal, and then appreciating the food that you eat. This will help with your digestive health. Just understand that this is energy guidance. I'm not a doctor or your primary physician. So whenever any type of energetic things for the body come through, always follow what's intuitively right for you or is guided by a primary physician. I actually was considering taking some time to speak a little bit more about Aries and financial security. So one of the ways that I want the Aries for the month of June to focus on financial security are two components. One is I want you to make sure that you're doing a healthy audit of spending. And remember that money is just a web of energy. So try not to get too hung up on being too dogmatic with the way that you approach your abundant financial life, but be mindful that there are some purchases that you should think twice about making before you actually commit to it. Particularly if it's a high ticket item, like if you're thinking about purchasing a house, a car, maybe actually education or coaching. I just want you to just take a little bit of time, just make sure that you crunch the numbers and that you're very grounded. I also feel that there's going to be opportunities coming in for the rest of this month that will help you either start to bring in a new client or perhaps have an opportunity to make that an upgrade in responsibility for your career path. That's what I have for you, Aries. Let me just see here really quick. Actually, the other thing I'll say in terms of love, I'll just say things look really passionate. So Aries, keep lighting it up. Aries, if you guys have ever dated an Aries, you'll know what I'm talking about. So you know what? Be passionate this month. I think that's a really good thing for you. So now I'm making a pivot to Taurus. Taurus, the earth sign. You are the bull. You love to charge at life, and you sometimes charge into the weeds in a way that's not always beneficial for you. So, again, very similar to Aries, Taurus, I want you to be a little bit more. I want you to have a little bit of vision for the future. And I want you to not just think short term, because sometimes a Taurus will just rush into a project or rush into a relationship without saying, I need to take a moment to look at the playing ground. I need to take a moment to look at what are maybe some of the red flags that I'm ignoring from this career path or from this partnership. So Taurus, I know that you're the bull, and when the bull gets upset or when the bull wants to change, it just wants to, run and charge. But what if you were to manage your energy in a way where you start to incorporate long-term vision for what you would like to experience in your life from now to the end of the year? This will actually be a wonderful month for you to set those longer term goals. So just understand that for you, Taurus, I think that this means that you need to give yourself the permission to rest. Give yourself permission to lay at a pool or just take time to relax around your home and do little projects like maybe editing your closet or looking at items that are no longer necessary, like decluttering, to be honest with you. Taurus, I think that it's important for you to get grounded on what is it that you actually want to bring into your life. Because sometimes, Taurus, you get so busy with the daily components of life, or just like constantly wanting to do stuff, like you keep doing stuff on top of the other, that you don't actually um, you don't actually slow down to consider if this is even necessary. So it's for the next couple of weeks, for the month of June. I want you to also just give yourself the permission to rest and relax. Hold on, I'm just listening if there's anything else. I also feel, Taurus, if you're in partnership with somebody, there might be challenges. I think that partners and love, particularly in love, that there are new dynamics in the contracts with your specific partner that is being rejuvenated right now. New contract agreements in relationships, whether you're single or you're taken. If you're single, I think that Taurus is looking for a different type of individual than they have dated in the past, which I think is going to be very beneficial. And then for those that are taken or in a relationship, I think that this is actually bringing more harmony and balance to the relationship. So making sure that you have healthy conversations that are not heated debates. Sometimes Tauruses are so passionate about wanting to express their truth that can come off as contrast to a partner. So be just really slow and loving and kind, and really be reciprocate, like really listen to your partner and focus on having a mutual interaction between both of you. All right. So don't be just the bull and be like, this is how it is, and be bullheaded. I want you to take time to listen and to receive actually what your partner would like to accomplish in your relationship. And also, Taurus, whether you're single or taken, I just want you to truly continue to relax and receive more abundance in your life without having to work too hard. Taurus says you're prone to work too hard. So that's what I got for you. Gemini. What is up, Gemini? I believe that we are right now chilling in the season of Gemini all the way until June 20th. And you are the first air element that comes up in the astrological calendar. So if you don't mind, I will just start in by thinking about Geminis and the messages that I have for you. One is that Gemini, this might be a season this month where you are feeling a little bit more introvert than you have in previous Gemini seasons. I believe that there is this calculated restructuring of identity for Geminis, and this is really about personal development. I believe that many of the Gemini energies out there have felt very, how would I say, Geminis have been feeling very overwhelmed. I believe that they have been in the energy of having not received mutual resources. Okay. So Geminis, if you're struggling with financial issues, I want you to understand even that has a season. And right now your faith is being tested and your heart is being tested by what you know and believe to be true. I understand that this is a little bit abstract, but for Geminis that are listening, this will make sense. There is this beautiful piece within you that is restructuring. Energetically, you are rebuilding the foundations of identity. You are rebuilding actually the ways in which you bring money into your life. So you might even be looking at more experimental ways to be able to bring abundance into your life. So this would mean for some Geminis that you might be interested in understanding blockchain crypto technologies. For example, if investment is your thing. If you're a Gemini that has an interest in wanting to discover more about the intuitive arts, then you might be taking classes on acupuncture, for example, or maybe you're interested in Reiki healing, things like that. I just want to say Geminis are beautiful energy healing. It's a beautiful energy healing sign because of the diversity of viewpoints that Gemini can bring to a person. But before you can focus on healing other people or even bringing in greater opportunities financially for your life, you need to really understand yourself first. So this is a season of self-discovery. I want you to be enthusiastic about it, but be mindful that there might be days where you are actually being so deeply drained. And that deep draining feeling is actually the body catching up to the energetic ascension that Geminis are going through. So I hope that this is very clear. If you're feeling a little bit lethargic, if you're feeling exhausted, if you feel like you are in a, let's say, like a tower card from the tarot deck moment where everything seems to have come down in your life, it is only because you are rebuilding a better castle. It is only because you're going through deep levels of personal rejuvenation. So be mindful that as the energy is rebuilding your life, that you might need time to recover because you're going through that type of ascension. And that's what I have for you, Gemini. Wait, I didn't really talk about love for Geminis. So in terms of love life for Geminis, I think you're so focused on yourself that maybe you might be a bit distant, whether it comes to dating if you're single, or you might just be needing more time alone if you're in a partnership. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. For Cancers, let's get into it. So Cancers is the first water sign of the astrological calendar. It is the energy of the crab. I want to also just add that everybody knows that Cancers are super emotional. So let me just tap into the energy of Cancers and what I should bring through for you. Okay, so actually the month of June for Cancers is looking like it's very focused on love and relationships. You are actually really wanting to dive into deeper levels of intimacy. And I mean this in terms of emotional connection and even physical connection. I think that this is a really great month for Cancers to have either massage done, right? Like if you by a registered massage therapist, or it also could be beneficial for Cancers to have physical contact with their partner, okay, with whoever they are connecting to. So know that that physical touch is going to be really important to Cancers, whether you're single or you're taken. Now, if you are taken or in partnership, I want you to make sure that the touch that you're receiving is from the right person. I don't want you to just be touched by anybody. I want you to actually choose somebody that you have emotional resonance with and that you have emotional connection with. if you choose to just like allow yourself to intimately connect with just anybody, this actually will lead to your energy becoming stagnant because you will pick up energy cords from people that really aren't meant to be part of your long-term life plan. And that's what can happen if you are physically intimate with too many people. So I don't really recommend that, even though I know the world is open and you have whatever choice it is that you want to do. But as the energy healer that I am, I'm going to let you know a little secret is that every time you intimately connect to somebody, there is an deep energetic cord that is connected from yourself to the other person. And that this can be a way that you also bring the energetic weights or the hardships or the traumas from other partners into your life that you don't necessarily need. So if that is something that has happened for you, or if this is something you want to avoid, one of the ways that you can focus on letting other people's energy go is by taking time to be mindful. So I think that somatic breath work would be helpful for cancers because you guys are so emotional. I just want to say you're so emotional. This, even if you're not being, maybe it's not even intimately, maybe it's just like listening to too many people's problems. Allow yourself to reclaim a sacred space around you. So continue to work on those boundaries. And when you have those boundaries set up, focus on breath work to help cleanse the body of unnecessary energetic cords. I also have on YouTube, I have a angel healing meditation that you can listen to, which is about how to cut energetic cords. And that would be under the tab of live on YouTube. So if you want to listen to it, totally, there you go, Cancer. That's what I recommend for you. As far as it goes with finances and career, things look really stable and healthy. As far as health go, I just think as far as health goes for Cancer, it's like really the mood for love. Really feel the mood for love for Cancer. I think that you want to have these intimate getaways with partners or it's really about connection, physical touch, and that will bring a lot of beautiful blessings into you. Just make sure it's the right type of touch. Okay, enough said on that. You get it. All right, so let's go to Leos. Leos, all right, we're wrapping back around to the fire element with Leo. And if you guys understand Leos, they love to shine. And so let me just tap into what's happening for Leos right now for the month of June. This is going to be very quick. The first thing I hear is a beautiful roar. It's this like roar of the essence of your energy getting ready to tackle greater goals that you have for your specific life. You're really being regimented about your daily schedule, which I think is important for Leos for the month of June. So what that means is I want you to think, how are you spending your energy every day? What are you doing every day to contribute just that 1% difference to everything in your life, to your career, to finances, to personal goals? Leos are going to be really interested in self-health, like doing things to help improve your strength. I actually believe that this month is going to be about wanting to make sure that you work out every single day. I think that Leos that like to do endurance sports like running or cycling, this is going to be a great month for you to do that daily. Leos, I want you to continue to make sure that you also supplement the intense physical fitness routines that you might put in place for yourself with the proper supplements. So make sure that you double check the vitamins and that you can go to your doctor or you can go to your naturopath, like a vitamin supplier, and just make sure that you're actually taking the right vitamins for this season. Okay. So whatever it is that you're doing in terms of physical activity, I want you to make sure that you're supplementing it with nutrition. Those are two pieces that are going to be really important for you. You're really focused on making gains in the physical body. And as the Leo makes physical gains in the body and feels that energy just rising up, it's going to fuel your ability to raise your financial life. And also, it's going to give you the confidence to want to step into higher roles of responsibility. And also so that you could specifically like, so you can make more money. Leo's really interested in pivoting the lifestyle and leveling it up. So I believe that Leos are really going to be interested in doing that a little bit every single day. So make sure you get connected to that inner fire, that you roar, and that you make it be known to the universe and to yourself that you are ready to stretch, and you have the strength right now to go the distance, which is super beautiful. As far as it goes with love and relationships, I think you're so focused on personal development that you might put like love and relationships sort of on the back burner. You Leos, it seems to me that you're really interested in accomplishing things for yourself right now, which is really important because Leo, I see that some of you have come out of relationships where you were overly giving and you lost a lot of your energy by being like a caretaker to somebody who had lost their way. You had been a caretaker, an energetic support, maybe even saying the relationship that you had previously, whether this was an intimate partner or if this was actually connected to somebody in the workplace. I just see that you were overly supportive to the wrong person and that they were draining you of your energy. I believe that you have taken time to let go of that negative energy. You've put some boundaries in place, and now you're like, it's time to conquer me. It's time to do me for a little bit. And I think this is a beautiful thing for yourself. So this is good. You just focus this month on self-development. And that's what I have for you, Leo. Virgo, we're going to talk about Virgos. I love you guys. Let me just see here. Let me just start to see what's coming in for Virgos. Virgo is the earth sign. You're very grounded, detail-orientated. Hold on. I'm just listening. Virgos are in a very good place right now. If you're a Virgo, you actually have really accomplished building healthier systems for yourself since the start of the year. You enjoy being in the numerology of the number 7. This is a number 7 year. And the numerology of number 7 is about daily diligent work. Even if you don't have the signs of like abundance or of healthier relationships or whatever it is that would always be the validation of the work that you're doing, you're not even focused on that. Virgos are really focused on diligently taking action, and they are looking at actually just I'm trying to, it's almost as though you guys have figured out something that the rest of the astrological signs haven't figured out. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I just hit something on my computer. So let me just try and bring this back. I'm so sorry. Super klutzy of me. I'm just going back. I don't know. I don't even know if I canceled the call. Oh, did I? Okay, here we are. Okay, sorry. I swiped away, so I wasn't able to see anything. I'm so sorry. Virgos, you have figured out something that the rest of the astrological calendar hasn't figured out. It's almost as though you're leading the astrological signs in terms of understanding how to block yourself from negativity and how to stay very focused on daily self-care, mental health practices, as well as understanding financial abundance. So Virgo, let me just see. Let me just keep going a little bit more. So just give me a minute. Whatever you're doing right. You just need to keep doing it. And you need to not give up faith and hope and everything that you've been doing in your life so far. And with that, I just want to say that I don't have any, I have like zero criticism of what you're doing in your life right now. There's so many things. You continue to be the emperor or the empress or just that highest divine energy within your life. You have put a lot of awesome practices into place. And I have to say that it's commitment and it's consistency. That's all I have to say to you. Okay, Virgo, is that you just need to continue to be committed to what you're doing and be consistent. And this comes naturally for you. Okay, now here I can see, now that I've just started to understand like what's going on with Virgo, because it's so radically different with the rest of the astrological signs, the piece that actually I want to share with you is the fear of sharing the systems or the ideas or the developments or the emotional breakthroughs. You almost have a fear of sharing it with other people. It's like you're worried I'll be jinxed if I share with other people what I'm doing. I'm scared if I do that, that somehow I'll lose the mojo or somebody will be critical of me and it will make me stop what I'm doing. And so I want you to understand that this breakthrough that you're having in your life, you're meant to share with other people. So make sure that you are not being fearful of sharing the spiritual knowledge that you have gained through this last 6 months of ascension that you've gone through. You actually need to share and teach to the other astrological signs. Don't hold back, don't hide. That's what I have for you, Virgo. Don't hold back, don't hide. There we are. Okay, Libra, what's up? I'm a Libra. This is going to be interesting. Libra, what do I need to know for Libras? Libras, which are an air sign, very diplomatic, one of the most intuitive signs out of the entire astrological calendar. I'm not just saying that because it's my own. You can go to YouTube and look at the amount of tarot card readers that are for the sign of Libra only. And that is because Libra, many times you are intuitive guides to other signs, whether you are seen for being the intuitive that you are, the empath that you are, or whether you choose to keep that concealed and hidden. The energy work that you do for other people is all the same. Libra, the message that I have coming through right now is that it has been hard holding space for other people. There's been hardship for you holding space for other people. And that can lead to physical breakdown. That can lead to imbalances within your own, like I would say, like your own mental health. If you're holding too much space for too many imbalanced souls, then you simply need to take a break. This is something that comes up for me as well. I know that this probably could be just my higher self channeling for myself, but I'm very mindful as the empath, as the psychic medium that I am. I always maintain a daily check-in with mental health. And if I feel like I am ungrounded and I'm just floating up in the clouds and I'm just channeling too much from spirit, I make sure I take time to get connected back to Mother Earth. When we connect to Mother Earth, when we connect to nature, we are grounding ourselves. And when you think of spirit being a spiritual conduit, as being a tree, the deeper the roots of the tree, the higher that the trunk and the branches can reach to the heavens. So if you're wanting to open up your channel even more to source, then you need to be even more grounded. Being grounded, what does that mean? It can mean making sure that you take a daily walk, go to the gym, work at building your health, and that you don't deny things such as eating foods that are healthy, nutritious for you. I want you to also see that music is something that's playing as music is very important to Libras that are needing to get balanced between the air element that they are and the earth in which they reside. Music is a beautiful way to help clear energy as well. I also want to say for the sign of Libra, make sure that you are taking time to meet with friends, family, and partners, and that you are not too focused on work, which again, everybody needs a break. You do need to have balance. And Libras oftentimes are called to positions of leadership or to be diplomats in situations that are unfair and unjust. So for example, don't allow your family to triangulate when there's drama that occurs. And what does that mean? Triangulation can be manipulative ways that family members use you as sort of the ping pong back and forth between family sagas or family if there's family drama, that you're the one who keeps communicating everything, trying to bring balance. After a while, this is going to be really depleting for you, Libra. So I just want you to understand that while you are the sign of the scales, that it's important for you to allow divine justice to help balance things that are outside of your control. Because it will get really frustrating to you when you see that all your effort is like not contributing in any kind of mediation between both sides, whether we're talking about family drama or whether we're talking about coworkers, a workplace environment. I also just want to say that financial abundance looks very good for Libra, so continue to do what you're doing and make sure that you get paid your worth. That's what I got for you, Libra. Oh, anything for love for Libra? Actually, I feel like a lot of Libras are going to have deeply passionate connections for the month of June. And if you are single or you're taken, I feel this beautiful opening up of creativity. And this creativity is going to play out in dates and connecting to your partner. So if you have a new idea, please share that with your partner. If you have a new idea, if you're dating, get that idea out there, because you're channeling really awesome ways to have more play and more excitement and more passion in relationships, which is beautiful. Love that. So let's go to Scorpio. Scorpio, water sign. It's so funny. Whenever I think of Scorpio, I always think of it being like a fire sign. Because of the energy of this Scorpio, but it actually is a water sign. And so let me just connect to the energy right now of Scorpios. Scorpios need to be mindful of health issues for this month. I feel like Scorpios haven't been paying attention to their physical health. And that's particularly playing out in the chest area, the heart and the lungs. And that is where actually I see that Scorpios hold a lot of tension, okay, is actually connected to the heart and the lungs. And if somebody has betrayed you lately, that's going to be you're going to feel like that lack of breath. I also say that Scorpio will feel stagnant if connected to people whose energy is vibrationally lower than theirs. That is because the energetic link between you and somebody who's really just not on the same vibrational level as you is that person is sort of lassoing your vibrancy and sort of pulling energy from you to them. Okay. So if you're a Scorpio, I want you to be aware that maybe you have leveled out of some relationships, and to just accept that and realize that your spirit guides are taking you on a new path. It's okay to let other people go. Now I understand the pain of the heart, because I think some of the Scorpios out there are going through relationship shifts. So I think Scorpio right now is healing the heart from relationships that haven't worked out. Whether you're single now or you're in a relationship that is very volatile, I see that Scorpios are really being heart healers. And so because Scorpios have the ability to deeply heal the heart in secretive ways, that as the heart healers that Scorpios are, that they are also, they are actually the burden of a lot of the sadness and the agony and the emotions that come out of relationships that are ending. So make sure that for you, actually, it's interesting for you to be in water. Showers are going to be really important for you for the month of June. Showers are really important to help clear the heart chakra. All right. So I want you to really imagine when you go to take a shower, you have a bath, or you swimming in a body of water, whether it's a pool, lake, or an ocean, or a river. I want you to understand, allow that water to come in and cleanse your soul, and allow the water to pull the heartache here. Allow the water to cleanse the heartache. Ask your spirit guides or the archangels to come in and clear the heartache. You can ask that vital life force to come in and energetically clear you as well. You're very brave. You do things that other signs won't do. You have the patience to go the distance, and that can actually bite you right in the end, because you sometimes stay in those partnerships too long. So for Scorpio, I feel like what this is all about is you actually learning to bring greater balance into your life. Hold on, the dog wants out. It wouldn't be a podcast alive if it wasn't for the dog wanting me to open the door. Yes, I am intuitive, but I'm also a dog door opener. So Scorpio, so be brave. Continue to be brave, and be brave by choosing to do the right thing for yourself. Okay. Sagittarius, let's get into it. Fire sign. Sagittarius are truth seekers. Okay. Sagittarius are the fire sign, which is a beautiful contrast to Scorpio. Sorry, Sagittarius. Golly, now I have something. If Sagittarius are dating Scorpios, I just want to say I see a lot of conflict and a lot of strife there. Things aren't going well. It's literally fire and water. So I just want to say, if you are a Sagittarius that's dating a Scorpio, I can understand that maybe things are challenging for you right now. But for the rest of Sagittarius, you are on a mission of breaking the truth open to the collective. I think that you've been doing a lot of deep diving on social media content that is about exposing the truth. Everything from human trafficking to geopolitical conversations, um, to the dispersion of resources, even to talking about spiritual truths. Sagittarius, this is going to be actually, it's interesting. I hear that the burden for Sagittarius for this month is actually being the record keepers as connected to creating constructive conversations for identifying truth. It seems so complex. Let me find a way to just dumb that down for myself. I feel that Sagittarius are going to be important at bringing multiple understandings of the world, like politics and politics, economics, health. You will be kind of understanding everything that's happening online in a way to actually take complicated ideas, integrate it, and then share it with other people. So Sagittarius, if you're a digital content creator, if you are just somebody that people come to talk about like global politics, or just, I hate to use the word politics because it's really about you wanting to find greater ways to bring the truth out. And why would you want to bring the truth out? Because this is bringing justice to all. So I just want to share that I feel that there, for you, the active chakra for Sagittarius will be the brow chakra and the crown chakra. You're being guided to be a teacher to the collective, to help people think of understanding 2023 in a very new way. You're helping people to think about how they're living their lives. And I just want to say that Sagittarius are also absolutely amazing at being really heavy and serious in one second, and then boom, in the next, they're life of the party. So don't feel like you're going to be like overburdened with the weight of trying to teach people the truth. Okay, as far as you see it, and just understand that's going to provide a lot of interesting conversations with contrast, that people who will say that's not the truth, I see the truth as this, but it's supposed to lead to healthy conversations. That's what it is. All about you. You're going to be the instigator of healthy conversations. Finally, I was able to put this in a way that is easier for even me to explain to you. But on the other hand, so here you are, that's like your Monday to Friday. And then on the weekends, okay, you're going to be life of the party. We're talking backyard barbecues, bringing people together. We're talking like ping pong, going to the beach. It's going to be pool parties. You are going to have beautiful ways to alleviate the stress of what you've been doing Monday to Friday, and you're going to be having a lot of fun. So don't think that it's going to be all work and no play makes Jack a very dull boy. No, it's actually going to be a lot of beautiful, balanced fun that is going to do things that are really exciting to you. Anything from mountain bike riding to taking a like weekend adventure, like going out to the Colorado River. If you're like in California, it'll be like surfing. It would be like doing river parties wherever you are. Might even be like a quick trip somewhere. But I just see you having a lot of fun as connected to exploring different areas that are local, and then just bringing a lot of people with you. So I think that's quite wonderful. As far as relationships go, Sagittarius, please make sure that if you're in a relationship, that you focus not just on being the extrovert that you are, but that you also focus on creating authentic intimacy with your partner. If you are a single Sagittarius, I want you to choose a partner that is ready to handle the big, awesome, like playful life, that can also be serious with you, that has to be able to run that full gamut of emotions. But I want you to also understand that, like, don't just say that this person meets every single box and checks off everything on your list. I want you to also just look intimately from the heart, because sometimes I think you just focus on the bigger vision and you disconnect from the heart a little bit. So just make sure that you do things that are one-on-one with your partner. So that's what I would advocate for you. So after Sagittarius, because my iPad went dead and I'm so super prepared like that. So let me just double check after Sagittarius. Da 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 da. I like it when I keep it real here with you guys. I just get into a flow, and when I get into a flow, I just want to make sure that like I am not skipping any signs, because that I'm human and I can make these errors. So let me just look astrological chart. Let me just do astrological chart. Oh, signs. And then, okay, here it is. Good. Okay, sweet. So from Sagittarius, see Capricorn. Okay, Capricorns. Let me just connect with the energy that's going on here. So I actually feel like a lot of our Capricorns out there are caretakers, and particularly a lot of nurses happen to be caretakers. So if you are a nurse and you are a Capricorn, I believe that you're just going to have a very consistent month of actually might be a higher volume of people who are dealing with anxiety attacks at hospitals. So just make sure that you're also checking in with your own mental health, and you're doing things like going to sleep earlier. I want to say, I think that Capricorn, what I'm hearing right now, you haven't been sleeping well. And as a result, this is going to leave you feeling very drained. So I want you to make sure that you are practical, and that you're not always being the mountain goat that is just trying to climb to the top of the mountain as fast as possible. I want you to understand it's okay to have rest along the way. So make sleep a priority for the month of June. I also want to say that I feel that Capricorns have been really making impact in relationships. But sometimes that impact is like a ram, like how two rams will butt heads. That can also happen with Capricorns that are in relationships. So if you're in a relationship, Capricorns, I want you to actually choose to not get to the point where you want to butt heads with somebody, but get to the point where you are ready to have a conversation instead of just charging full force in. It is the fatigue and not getting enough sleep that could make you a little bit controversial, or just wanting to butt heads with your partner, or even at work as well, like getting frustrated. Particularly if you're a nurse at a hospital, you might get frustrated with doctors and decisions that are being made, or decisions that are being made by the administration of the whatever medical facility that you're working with. For those who are not in the medical field and are Capricorns, the same thing would be true. Is just make sure that you measure your words wisely before you step into a conversation with somebody, just to make sure that it's not too heated and in some way causes like what could be a strife-filled riff in a conversation with someone. So just make sure you pace yourself and you think ahead before you speak. That's going to be really important. The other thing is that you're just like, Capricorns are like, you guys are beasts when it comes to working. Your workload and your ability to get stuff accomplished in a day is like, I don't think any other astrological sign even comes near it. You guys, you're so diligent. You're so like methodical. Maybe Virgos could come close, but I think Capricorns are just even more diligent with like having that routine. So allow yourself some time to deviate from the routine. Give yourself downtime and unstructured, unplanned downtime, and make it be creative, because I feel like sometimes you're so practical that you don't take enough time to be creative. So creativity is a beautiful way to find practical solutions. So what can you do this month, Capricorn, to allow yourself to find a breakthrough path that maybe comes more from your intuitive rather than from the practical ways that you solve problems? I'm just listening if there's anything else that I have to say for Capricorns. I think that's it. Wait, as far as it goes with love and Capricorns, yeah, just be mindful of what you have to say. Capricorns that are single, I think you're going to have a lot of options this month, to be honest with you. So I just want to say lots of options. You are very attractive, always beautiful. And just make sure that you don't drag in an energy vampire, somebody with toxic energy traits, because it's easy for people to manipulate you in love to get you to work for them. So make sure you have those boundaries in place. That's what I have for you. Aquarius, what is up, Aquarius? The air sign. They are the innovative intellectuals of the astrological sign. They're always focused on how can I raise humanity. I think that sometimes Aquariuses get so focused on how to make the world a better place, they forget about making their own life one to begin with first. As Voltaire says, the ancient French philosopher, the best way to change the world is to actually tend your own garden. So Aquarius, what's coming forth for you is the need for you to actually take care of yourself first before going out to save the world. You have a bit of that Superman, Superwoman, super whoever you are energy, superhuman energy, where you just want to be rushing out there. And sometimes you forget that you have your own lessons to learn before you try to save everybody else. So when you get into that mode of being just human, accept that you are. Try not to allow perfectionist tendencies to complicate your life. And also, sometimes you're looking for like a perfect partner. And if you're single, Aquarius, it's like nobody's ever really good enough. That is really a reflection of how you need to love yourself more. So really, Aquarius, this is a personal development month for you, about appreciating your imperfections, understanding even if you're imperfect, that you're worthy of being deeply loved. If you are an Aquarius in a relationship, I think it's really important what astrological sign is connected to you. But regardless of that finer nuance, I want you to understand, Aquarius, what's going to be really important for you is being vulnerable to share who you are to your partner. Again, you sometimes want to look like you're superhuman, but I'm telling you, no person is perfect. Not me, not this video, not it. I'm not always perfect. We make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. And sometimes, Aquarius, when you're trying to save the world, you can make mistakes and not see a particular angle when you were in the path of doing something with good intent. Forgive yourself, be easy on yourself, be kind to yourself. And I also see that you should take more time to appreciate what you have accomplished up to this year. So I see that gratitude is a really important piece for Aquariuses out there. Appreciate who you are. You're so awesome. Give yourself some credit. Stop thinking about how you're going to change the world for everybody else. Think about how you've changed your own life for the last 6 months. I see now why I was being called to do these readings here, because sometimes, like usually I do tarot cards. And to be honest with you, I wanted to start doing these energy readings. Never seen it before on any other platform, but I want to do it because I feel like there's something more exciting for me and it flows faster. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments if you want me to bring the tarot cards back in. Sometimes they get boring to me. So I'd rather just channel these energy messages. So that's just a quick note if you made it to this point, Aquarius. As far as your health goes, I think that everything looks fantastic. There could be a little bit of dampness in your energetic field. So if you're damp, counteract that water or that dampness, a little bit of sadness or just feeling like, oh, I can't do enough to change the world. Whatever it is, whatever that dampness is, you counteract it with fire, with passion. So just make sure that you balance what you're doing, like have purpose, but also have purpose in the way that you attack relationships, your career, or just, helping make the world a better place, that you are choosing to focus on connecting it to what you're passionate about. So that's what I've got for you, Aquarius. Be passionate. Don't burn yourself out. Be vulnerable. It's okay to make mistakes. And the final sign is Pisces. Dear Pisces, this is a water sign. This is the last astrological sign of the entire calendar. So usually it is the old souls who have seen it all and probably done it all. And there's just some last spiritual lessons that have to be learned. So let me just listen to what do Pisces need to learn. I think that Pisces have been dealing with understanding natural ways to heal. Pisces, you are dealing with, I think some of you are dealing with gut health issues. I think that you absorb a lot of the negativity that you can encounter in your life in the gut. It's sort of like the inability to digest the sadness or the fear of what is coming next. So Pisces, if you feel very connected to fear, you are meant to, you are supposed to this month not let that be the truth, and you are supposed to block the fear causing elements in your life. So too much fear-based content, too much fear porn is a way of calling it as well. I know it's something I can easily dive into on like different social media apps. But I want you to be mindful of the content that you're digesting. I also see that there's this need and a call for you to be creative and to be creative outdoors. So if you could get time to go for hikes, if you could get time to do watercolors or art making outside, also eating outside would be really good for you as well. You need more time, Pisces, outside. In order to bring greater financial abundance into your life, I also want you to focus on one primary project for the month. I want you to not get distracted with too many creative elements or too many what is that where you put too many irons into the fire. Make sure that you're really focused on one particular project that really brings light to your heart. For those that are single, Pisces, I actually think that this is going to be a spellbinding month of you attracting in a really deeply connected partner. I think that seems phenomenal. What I hear is magic. There's going to be magic and fireworks between you and somebody new coming into your life, which is really important for some of the Pisces out there because you've been single for a long amount of time. You have completed cycles in your life. You're ready to step into a new relationship. So allow the heart to open up to guide you. It's going to feel like magic. It's going to be phenomenal. For those that are in partnerships, I actually believe that this is going to be a tantric style month for you as well. I see a lot of beautiful heartfelt connection in relationships with everybody in your life, with your partner, with family. I just feel like you're in a really good place right now, Pisces, and I'm really excited for you. So relax and enjoy the goodness and don't have a fear that suddenly everything's just going to go bad because it's so good. This is not the way to live. When we are in that place of everything is going so right and so well, and then to have the fear that everything's suddenly going to go wrong, this is not healthy for you. This is actually you manifesting something bad into your life. So what if actually your life is meant to get better and then even better? What if that is actually what life is about? I want you to know that you can indeed allow greater levels of abundance into your life. And that's the piece that you're working on this month, both in the partnership that you have, intimate partnerships. It's like, wow, I can't believe that like I've been with this person for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, and that we could continue to grow and learn the deepest levels of like connection in our lives. It's phenomenal the way that Pisces are ready to just open up to deeper levels of love. Very beautiful. I understand that you are Pisces tend to be the mediators in families as well, but understand that you don't necessarily have to wear the hat, that everybody should be mediating family drama, not just you. As far as it goes with, health. Yeah. You just continue to just not have fear about your health. Continue to eat well. It's really interesting. I see that green juices, cold pressed juices will be important to Pisces for this month of June. Eating foods that are very connected to the garden. So if you have a garden, this would be fantastic for you to start one, Pisces, because I see that fresh herbs and fresh grown vegetables are something that your body's going to crave. So really good salads, cold pressed juices. And I actually see a little less need for animal proteins, but understand when I'm bringing stuff in through Pisces that you always have to trust your own intuition first and follow the direction of a nutritionist or your primary physician, because these are just energetic ideas that I'm sharing for entertainment purposes only. Here we are. So Here, we've made it through all of the signs because Pisces, this is about what I have to say. Be optimistic, Pisces. Things are going to get better for you stepping into the month of July. This is just a very quick trial of me actually going live to my Energy Secrets for Empaths, which is a secret group on Facebook. So all you have to do is go to Facebook and type in Energy Secrets for Empaths. You will see my group. I have close to 15,000 people there, and I am being guided by my spiritual team, my spirit guides, to bring deeper ways of natural healing for the body, the mind, and for the soul, the spirit in this Facebook group. And if you want to meet me in person, please understand that I'm hosting a retreat. It is happening October 28th to October 30th, and it is in partnership with Celebrity Cruise Lines, and that we will be doing deep healing for the heart, for the body. I will be doing psychic mediums readings in person and just Reiki healing, so many good things. We will also be connecting, and I will be channeling directly from the channels, the ancient oracles of the lost city of Atlantis, because the trip is from Miami to Nassau, Bahamas, and then to Bimini. Bimini is technically an island in the Bahamas, but is said to be one of the origin. They say that this is where the lost city of Atlantis is. So if you want to watch another video on the lost city of Atlantis and messages that I channeled, I have that on YouTube. You can also find that in my free Facebook group. So thank you so much for being here, beautiful souls. I'm going to make sure that I index this so you can quickly find all of this content on YouTube, so that you can watch your own sign or cross watch another sign later on. So thank you so much for being here. Now I just have to figure out how to end this live. By the way, if you haven't followed me now, I hope you do now. I literally don't know how to end the live. How do I end it? I should figure that out before I go live. I don't know what do I do? What do I do? Okay, let me see. I think this might work. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Sending you so much light and love. No matter what trials, tribulations, hardships are on your plate, I want you to know that with courage, brave heart, and understanding that you are energetically never alone. You have your loved ones, spirit guides, archangels, and the highest source above helping you to ascend in